Hi, I'm Leslie and welcome to this 15-minute Pilates full body flow. So the only equipment you'll need today is a mat, and please make sure that when I'm giving you all those tips for the technique, you follow them if you can, because it's really going to help improve your core strength. So take it at what level works for you. I'm going to add some variations in as we go along and take it to whatever suits you. If you want a bit of background music, feel free to pop it on. Otherwise, when you're ready, let's get going. So we're going to simply start lying down on the mat. So use your arms to start off with at the start, just to get yourself into that position. We're going to focus on head to toe. So we've got our head tucked in, chin gap. This is where if you need a little block, you can pop one down. Shoulders stay down. As you go down through the rib cage, you want to feel that connection through the lower back into the floor, belly to spine. That might mean a little pelvic tilt to help you get there. That's what we call our imprint position. Knees stay in line with those hips, and then the feet in line with the knees. It's all about keeping those joints in alignment. So we're just going to start with our palms down just to keep the shoulders down. A couple of deep breaths in through the nose, opening up that rib cage. Exhale through the mouth, pull away into the tummy. So if you're not sure about what that is, just pop your hands on that diaphragm. That's diaphragmatic breath here. Inhale, open ribs. Push in towards those hands, get those shoulders down. As you exhale, you pull away. You can see the gap forming. So that's in through the nose, out through the mouth. So hands back down again. Let's just turn those palms to anchor those shoulders down. We're just going to start with a little articulation through the spine. So tilting the pelvis just to lift ourselves up into bridge. So as I said at the start, we want to keep the joints in alignment. So you might need to step those feet in a little more, looking for ankles and knees together. Hips lift, shoulders down, and let's just articulate the spine back down to the floor. So making sure that you find the whole connection through the spine. Little pelvic tilt to start, and then you curl yourselves back up again, lifting to the top, squeezing the glutes, looking for that straight line through the joints. From here, let's just push our hips out to the side. So it's as if you've got a cup of water balancing on your core, through the center to the second side. Inhale, exhale, just check in through the middle. Let's do that one more time, pushing to the side. In through the nose, out through the mouth to reset. One more to the second side. So keep that nice straight line, using those hips, and then slowly lowering ourselves down to the mat. So we're going to find our first tabletop. So we just bring our first leg up, and if you want, you can keep your other foot on the floor. So again, looking for that nice bend at the knee, 90 degrees. And if you can, you're going to bring the second leg up. So we don't want our feet too high. Conversely, we don't want them too low. We're looking for that 90-degree bend here. So we're just slowly going to tap our first leg on the floor, keeping the other exactly where it is. So it's all about isolation, one of the 6 Pilates principles. Switching to the second side. So this would be your first level, and you can keep with this. If you want a little bit more, once you're ready, you can start to lengthen the leg along the mat, just hovering over, bring it back. Keep those feet, keep checking in with them. Second leg comes out. So let's bring it back. If you want to, feet can go on the floor. Otherwise, we're bringing our fingertips towards the ceiling. So we always have our thumbs facing back. So that's where we're going with them. Shoulders stay down. Keep that lower back in towards the mat. Let's take that first arm back, lengthening through the shoulder. Inhale, exhale. Bring those fingertips back over the shoulders. Second arm goes back. So this is one of our lovely Pilates moves, starting in a dead bug. Let's start to bring those two moves together. So first arm goes back, opposite leg, tap. So we're keeping that tabletop position here. So we bring it back, switching to the second side. Keep the chin tucked in, always back, belly to spine. Inhale, exhale. Again, if you want to take it a little further, you can lengthen the leg as you lengthen the arm. Inhale, exhale, bring it back. Second side, and lengthen. Nice and steady, don't rush it. Bring it back. Arms come down, feet come down. all we're going to do is take a little stretch through one leg. So you bring it in nice and tight, hands on shins, lengthen through the other leg. It can rest on the floor. So then we just lift those hands, switch them to the second shin, and again, keep that head down. Inhale, exhale, relax into the floor. So pencil stretch, arms go all the way overhead, thumbs leading the way. Once again, shoulders stay down. So we're going to roll ourselves up. So as the arms come overhead, we start to lift up, tuck the chin in. If you need to, just when you pop your hand on the floor. Otherwise, keep going with the breath. Inhale, exhale, and lift tall. So we're trying to find that straight line down the back, opening up through the chest. Make sure that the fingertips are lining up here. We're going to try that roll down. So nice and steady. You might get to that point, and if it's pulling on your back, pop the hand on the floor. Take it all the way down. Again, fingertips lead the way. Let's try that again. So arms long, find that long stretch first, through the spine. Bring the arms over. As they come overhead, start to lift the head, tuck the chin in to protect the neck. Use that breath as you go up. Use that exhale to lift you up, sitting nice and tall. Well done. So let's just bring those arms down, take a little twist to the side, in through the nose, out through the mouth, and then we're just going to simply twist the opposite direction. Lovely work. So from here, bring it back through to center. We're just going to take ourselves onto our front. So take yourselves there, nice and steady. We're going to bring the arms underneath our shoulders. Make sure you're nice and secure on that mat. So we look down here towards the tips of our fingers, opening up our chest, in through the nose, out through the mouth, and we're just going to do a couple of neck rolls. So bring the chin down, keep the chin close to the body as you look towards one shoulder. You want to be collapsing that back, so we squeeze the glutes to keep it safe. Take it through to the second shoulder. And again, if you've got neck problems, you might just want to keep the move nice and small. Just focus on breathing into it. We look over one shoulder. Inhale, exhale, bring it back through. Second side. Keep squeezing those glutes, keep engaging through the core, and then bring your hands under your shoulders. We're simply going to push ourselves up and into a box. So this is where we're looking for that lovely alignment once more. Shoulder, elbow, wrist. Spread the fingertips. Make sure that you are looking slightly ahead. You don't want to be looking up here. Conversely, you don't want to be looking through your legs. You want to just keep it nice and neutral so we can spread the shoulders. So rather than being hunched up like this, we want to bring it down. You can see if our legs are too close because we have a little dip in our back. And again, we want to make sure that we're going to have that nice and flat. So let's just take it up to a cat first so you can feel the spine articulating. Bring the chin in at this point. And then inhale, exhale. Let's try and tilt that pelvis. Try and really deep into it. Opening up through the shoulders rather than looking ahead. Just keeping the head neutral. Pushing up again once more. So lengthening up to the top. Chin stays tucked in. Inhale, exhale. Finding that movement through the hips. Bring it back into neutral. So we want to have a nice flat back, so make sure you're in the right position. We're pulling in through the belly button, so it's not a total engagement. It's more like about 30%. Let's take our first leg out behind us. So this is where we want to make sure we're lengthening, trying to touch something that's far away. Let's just lift that leg up until we find that straight line. Now this leg I want to hip, I'm just exaggerating the move. So you've got to turn it so it's dropped. Very difficult to try and find that, but once you've got it forever. Point the toe, lengthen through the body. Let's just reset, find the second leg. Inhale, exhale, lengthen. So again, if that hip's starting to rotate, bring it round, find that straight line. You don't want the leg too high, you don't want it too low. In line with the hip is where you're after. So you can keep with this. You can do the arms on their own next. Otherwise, I'm going to go bring in the first leg and then the opposite arm. Thumb leads the way. So core strong, core long. Inhale, exhale, and you're lifting. Finding that straight line here, checking in with the hip. Bringing this arm in nice and tight towards the body. Keep breathing your way through it. Let's do a little crunch whilst we're here. Pulling it elbow into knee to lengthen further. So looking down, keeping that neck in line with the spine. Let's do one more of those on this side. Bring it in and lengthen. Lovely straight line through the body. Bring it down, reset. Second leg goes out, so thumbs always lead the way. Push them along the mat. Prepare first on the floor. Big deep breath in through that nose, out through the mouth. Check in. So we're just checking those hips are down when we're up here. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Then when we go in, we can look towards the leg and breathe your way through it. So lengthening from the fingertips along the spine towards our toes. One more lengthening. Hold it here. Spread the shoulders. Keep the hip down and reset. So let's just take a little child's pose stretch. So we just sit back onto those heels as far as we can go. Lengthen through our fingertips. We'll take a little twist. So we're going to take the first arm, thread it through the needle of the other, and breathe your way through it. So we're all different. We've all got different ability levels, different flexibility, mobility levels, and that's totally okay. So let's bring it back through to center. Second arm goes through. So breathing into that stretch, trying to find the elongation through the spine. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Bring it back through to center. When you're ready, we're just going to reset back in the box. If it's ever too much on your wrists, you can just ball your fists, put them down, or use a dumbbell if that helps. So we're just finding that position once more, lining up those joints. I'm going to put my hands back down flat because this actually helps if you get a bit of arthritis. I haven't got arthritis, but I understand when you have it, you need to have that stretching going on. So make sure you take it to whatever works for you. So toes tuck under, knees lift, and hold through the core. So we want to just test our strength here, test our power. Keep going if you can. And then if you need to, reset. So let's try that again. So pulling in through the belly button, making sure that our toes are tucked under, fingertips spread, open up through that chest. So important to retract through those shoulder blades. Look down, inhale, exhale, lift. So feeling it working through the core. Keep breathing, don't hold your breath. Keep it super strong. Couple more moments. And release. So from here you can stay up in a box, but I understand if some people want to come down onto their forearms, you can, or you can put some blocks down. I'm going to stay up higher, but we're going to take the first leg out behind us as we did before. Again, checking in with that hip. We're just going to lift it up, point the toe, and we're going to open up the hip. So the circles can be super small. What we want to do is avoid collapsing. So you don't want to be collapsing onto that opposite side. You want to keep super long through the spine. Breathing your way through it, opening up through the hip, engaging through the core. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more lovely circle. Great job. Bring it in. Let's do our second leg. So lengthen. Check you're not collapsing down. Lift it up. Find the straight line first. And when you're ready, take that leg away from you. So you inhale at the top. And exhale as you bring it back. Keep that breath going deep from the diaphragm. Well done. Couple more. Really mobilizing that hip. And last one. Well done. Take a little kneel, take a little shake if you need to release any tension. We're just going to simply turn ourselves over again, ready to roll back down. So if you prefer, you can stop with your knees bent. Fingertips, thumbs up. Let's roll ourselves down, and we can always put your hand down if you need. Arms go back overhead. And then we're just going to bring our arms out to a T shape. Let's bring our feet in as close as we can to the body. And then we're just going to lift one leg up. And if the option's there, second leg comes up. Let's take our knees towards us, towards the front. And keeping that second shoulder, opposite shoulder down. Inhale, exhale. Using that out breath to lift you up. So you're pushing down through the core as you bring it up to keep that back nice and straight. So feet stay parted, inhale, exhale, second side. So it's this shoulder here that's really important that you keep it connected to the floor. You can look, but if it's too much on the neck, keep it upright. Let's do one more. If you want, you can simply extend that top leg as you go. You can flex and point, flex and point, flex and point. Bring the leg in first. Inhale, exhale using core to lift, not the back. Second side. Again, primary focus here. So you go onto that hip, keep this shoulder down. Lengthen the leg, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point. Bring the leg in, bring the legs back, feet go down on to the floor. Bring the arms in, close to the body. Coming up into bridge one more time. So come up here, bring your feet in, nice and close, looking for that lovely connection through the mat in Pilates. Feet always hip width apart. All we're going to do is bring the leg up, lengthen to the ceiling, flex the foot, draw it down. So if you want to do this on the mat instead, you can, rather than lift it into bridge. Let's bring it up, lengthen, flex, feel the hamstring working. One more time, lift, flex, and lower. Bring it in, set it down, reset in bridge. We tend to drop down if you need to, just to reset, that's okay. Strength through the grounded foot. So bring it in, lengthen, flex, lower, in, lengthen, flex, lower. Couple more, to the ceiling, push down, lift hips. Last one, bring it in, lengthen. Talking of hips, let's bring our feet in, toes together, knees fall wide. So just want to breathe into those hips here. So let's take the arms all the way over our head. So lengthening through the spine, feeling that connection once more. So do a couple of deep breaths in and out just to feel that connection, get deeper. We're just going to peel ourselves up and reach through the window. So trying to breathe into these hips, lengthen through the fingertips. Inhale, exhale. So you can just stay with that if you wish. Otherwise, if you want a little bit more, just lift those feet. You're opening the hips further as you reach towards the toes. Inhale, exhale, feet go down. Keep breathing into the hips. Keep letting them open and try to keep the feeling that they're actually releasing because they hold a lot of tension. Let's try that again. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Reach towards the feet. And if you want a little bit more, rather than tap down, you can lengthen. And then let's do that one more time. Reaching towards the feet, keep that back connected to the mat. Option to lengthen, feet tap down. Don't need to lift the feet at all. And then bring your knees round. Little hug. We're going to rock up and forth, rolling like a ball. And then we're going to bring it. And we're going to hold it. Find that core hold. Open the chest. Want to challenge further? Simply let go. One more. Take it here. But choose what level works for you. So feet go down. Let's lengthen through the spine. Round the beach ball. Going towards the chest to the legs. Lengthen up. Inhale, exhale, sweep round. And open chest. Hand goes to the floor. Lovely, lengthening through those obliques. Inhale, exhale. Other way. Bring it back. Well done. So, I hope you enjoyed that one. I'll post some more, so keep tuned. Have a great day.